What's up, folks? Wait for a few of y'all to get in here. What's up? What's up? What's up, Birds fans, Jen? We'll let a few people get in. We just here to talk, man. What's up, Dan? Hopefully everybody's doing all right. What's up, Sean? What's up, Rusty? Man, does anybody else see what I see going on with our boy over there? And I ain't trying to bash on him. He ain't the only thing I want to talk about, but it's like he's dumbfounded, man, to the way that everybody's looking at him and why they're looking at him that way. Nobody understands what the fuck he's talking about but him. And no matter if he's telling the truth, if he's on to something or whatever, which I don't think that he is, but it's like, bro, the fuck are you doing, man? You know what it does show, though? It shows how important your team is. When you think that you're the head honcho and you sit back and you get the big head, you don't realize just how much the people around you help you. And when you run everybody off, that's what you get. Don't ever think that you can do shit by yourself. Because I promise you, you can, but you can't. You know, especially when it comes to that shit. His creativity is gone, ain't it? And it leads me to believe that, like, everybody around him was really helping him. You know, and I've listened to him a few times, put little feelers out. Hey, somebody do this. And then next thing you know, he's talking about it like he fucking done all of it. And it's a shame to see because, like, you know, they'll call you a hater or whatever. I don't want to see the fucking kid fall off like he is. The shit's sad, man. It really is. It's fucking sad. He's got a voice for the people. Why he's choosing to go this road, I have no idea. Just like him talking about, you know, Jelly Roll selling his bar. Well, why do you think he's selling his bar? You're real bright. Tell us why you really think he's selling his bar. I mean, it's easy to fucking figure out. The man is starting a fucking rehabilitation center. So how do you try to get people clean, but then also turn around and lead them down the path to alcohol and shit? I mean, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure this shit out. And it's like, bro, what the fuck are you doing, man? You know, a lot of people don't never get the opportunity this kid's had. And he's just blowing it. And then if you say anything or you try to fucking, you know, say something that'll kind of spark his ear a little bit, because trust me, he tunes in. He definitely tunes in. Yeah, Jen. It is, okay. It's very shocking, man. And, you know, I don't know if, I mean, I'm sure he's on fucking dope. And then I see this goddamn other retard. Hey, man, I just want to touch on this shit with my ex. If I'd have known she was being investigated, I'd have never got with her. And it's like, bro, do you realize what the fuck you just said? He don't even realize what he said. And I'm talking about damn Hosier. Yeah, Rusty, it's fucking sad, man. But, you know, I'm not one to, like, wish downfalls on people, man. I've come from a rough fucking place myself, and I understand it, you know, but I also see where he's fucking headed. Sometimes you just wish you could grab a motherfucker and just shake him, because let's face it, the people that's around him are so scared that if they say anything or do anything, he's just gonna run them off. Just like that shit with Trey Healy. That shit was uncalled for, man. Trey Healy is a very quiet dude. Yeah, yeah, country. As soon as I heard it, I was like, you got to be shitting me. Why would you even come out here and say that shit? It's like they try to get ahead. And you know, when you're real busy, man, and you're moving on from day to day, you're working and shit, you don't really have time to pick up on all that shit, right? But when you got a little time on your hands and you can sit back and listen to what's being said, it's like, holy thing. Yeah, Trey's a very good dude. You could tell he's just a family man. And he was genuinely hurt behind that. And I'm not saying that in a bad way, but it bothered him because he's like, what the fuck did I do? And in reality, he didn't do nothing. I'm trying to get a lighter out of my pocket. Yeah, Jen. You know, nobody should judge you for how you view things like that, you know? I mean, it's not like you're out here saying the Jews didn't go through the fucking Holocaust or nothing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, get the fuck out of here. But that's how out of contact he is, man. You can't say shit like that. Ready Randy, I think he's in disaster. And I think as the night wears on, it gets worse and worse and worse. You know, the old saying is idle hands is devil's playground. I don't know why he lied on him like that. But I've noticed things though, man. Like sometimes God does things, and I'm not trying to bring religion into it, but sometimes God does things to protect the other person. What's that old saying? He meant about unanswered prayers. Shit's just fucking weird. Let me pull up that shit that Hosier said. Let's see if he still left it up there or if he took it down. He'd be wise to have took that shit down. I don't think he realizes what he made that shit sound like. To me, all I got out of that was prescription fraud. And it's like, come on, motherfucker. You ain't fooling nobody. You knew exactly what that girl was doing. That's why you was with her. No, very not wise. Let's see here. I still have a hard time fucking navigating on this fucking internet. Just like the shit with the fucking law firm. You know you sent that just in time fucking cease and desist shit. Yeah, I think he took it down. Oh, maybe he didn't.
Hip, so we've been up there for days taking care of all that shit because she doesn't have her husband. My grandfather's no longer around, and we don't have family. So, yeah, me and my son's been having to make sure we're up here. My Aunt Amy's came up here, but yeah, you guys have been wondering. I just haven't really been worried about being on social media. Just been dealing with family things, just like anybody else, man. But now I'll talk about the next thing that I'm going to bring up, and that's the Upchurch situation. If it was that big of a deal, church knows I'm right
Mustard squirrel. Jesus, ain't that fucking truth, man?
out for him. And if he was in that big of a predicament, he would call me and talk to me, and I would drive straight down there and be right next to him and help him in any way I possibly could, because that's my homie and he's helped me out in many ways, and that's what friends are for. So I've seen people running with stories about the situation with my ex getting busted. What she did was she put prescriptions in my names and people's names that I knew after I was already gone for almost 2 months. She ended up getting caught, and then they indicted her. They end up putting us in the case because she put the prescriptions in our names, and they put us all on a no contact order because we are the victims in the case. That's the only reason why our names were brought up in the court case. But I will not be testifying. I will not be going to the courthouse. I'm not built like that. Plus, they have enough
Listen to what the fuck he says right here.
Evidence against her to fry her for life. I didn't know that she was being investigated before I ever got with her. I would never even got with her. But I left.
So she did the shit 2 months after you left, or she was doing it while you was with her, bro. It's not one way or the other. And maybe it's just me and these motherfuckers don't speak very clearly. Yeah, I totally believe that, Rusty. I fucking totally believe that. And I bet it's played into the spin out too. I bet it's fucking played into the spin out. And that's why all the cop shit is being showed now. If you follow what I'm saying. Oh, he's telling it. He is definitely telling it.
Left her, and something just told me to leave her, and I'm glad that I did, and I didn't invest any more time.
Yeah, I'm sure something told you to leave her, all right. Oh, Lord. Poor old girl. I wonder who can get an interview with her. You probably will hear all of it. Oh, now I'm retarded. Okay. All right. Let's play it again so you can hear it there, buddy. Yeah.
Just leaving the hospital. My grandma.
You ain't very bright, are you, man? Oh, shit.
Just leaving the hospital. My grandma broke her femur and hip, so we've been up there for days taking care of all that shit because she doesn't have her husband. My grandfather's no longer around, and we don't have families. So, yeah, me and my son's been having to make sure we're up here. My Aunt Amy's came up here. But, yeah, you guys have been wondering. I just haven't really been worried about being on social media. Just been dealing with family things just like anybody else, man. But now I'll talk about the next thing that I'm going to bring up, and that's the Upchurch situation. If it was that big of a deal, church knows I'm right at.
Listen, and what I'm thinking he's referring to is the shit that church said somebody was in the bushes trying to shoot him. That was not Ripta with a gun. That was Johnny and Merle, and Johnny was gunning. And if you don't know what gunning is, go look up what gunning in the penitentiary is. They was trying to shoot you, all right. But it wasn't with a real gun.
Out for him, and if he was in that big of a predicament, he would call me and talk to me, and I would drive straight down there and be right next to him and help him in any way I possibly could, because that's my homie, and he's helped me out in many ways, and that's what friends are for. So I've seen people running with stories about the situation with my ex getting busted. What she did was she put prescriptions in my names and people's names that I knew after I was already gone for almost 2 months.
Let me tell y'all something. You cannot go pick up a narcotic in somebody else's name without a driver's license. So she had to have access to his ID and shit. I don't know who he thinks he's fooling, but he ain't fooling fucking Unc. Unc knows better. Unc done been down this path before.
Once she ended up getting caught, and then they indicted her. They end up putting us in the case because she put the prescriptions in our names, and they put us all on a no contact order because we are the victims in the case. That's the only reason why our names were brought up in the court case. But I will not be testifying. I will not be going to the courthouse. I'm not built like that. Plus, they have enough evidence against her to fry her for life. I didn't know that she was being investigated before I ever got with her. I would never even got with her.
I didn't know she was being investigated when I got with her. And she did it 2 months after he left now, but she was being investigated before he got with her. Yeah, sometimes these dudes say shit and it just makes you go, what the fuck? Now, he could have misspoke, but I doubt it. Yeah. Oh, no, she could forge a signature on the doctor's pad, but you still got to have the person's ID you're going to pick them up shit up for. You got to have their birthday, all that shit. You can't just go down there and pick it up. That's what it sounded like to me too, Mr. Squirrel. It really did. You picked up others narcotics with your ID?
But
hey, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I'm gonna tell you right now, every time I've ever went down there to pick up any narcotics, I've had to show my ID. That's why I was saying that.
I left her and something just told me to leave her, and I'm glad that I
That wouldn't have been the police, was it? You better get your shit and get the fuck out of there, boy.
did, and I didn't invest any more time. But yeah, that's the reason why our names were brought up in the court things, because we were victims of the case.
Okay. All right. Bet that might be what it is then. I would be, if I was a rapper, I'd be wearing my own hoodie. I wouldn't be wearing somebody else's. I'm just saying. It just sounded funny when I heard it, man. And I'm not trying to accuse them kids of nothing. But, I mean, why in the fuck would you even get on here and say anything about it anyway? People are going to believe what the fuck they believe. Ain't that the truth, Jen? Ain't that the fucking truth? But listen, and I'll tell you something else. A lot of this shit is fucking toxic ass people, man. Because you can't ask a question without people calling you all kinds of names and shit. And I'm going to tell you, though, nobody doing better than you is going to attack you. And I hate to even say the word attack, but they ain't going to fuck with you if they're doing better than you. That's why that shit doesn't bother me. They can say whatever the fuck they want to about me. I don't give a fuck. But this shit just looks weird. Yeah. Yeah, Emu, I agree with you 100%. I like his rapping voice. A lot of people don't, but I do. We're doing all right, man. We're doing all right. We're just chilling. Hopefully everybody else is doing good too, man. It's supposed to get cold. Yeah, but you know, here's the thing. To try to act like you didn't know nothing about it. I mean, you're dating somebody who's writing fraudulent prescriptions, no matter how you pick them motherfuckers up. You can't tell me that you're dating some chick and you don't know that what the fuck's going on or what she's about. I mean, that don't make no sense. Most women, and I don't mean nothing bad about women, but most women can't keep their mouth shut when it comes to shit like that anyway. So to sit here and say that shit is crazy. What's up, man? Evening back to you. Yeah, exit velocity. Yeah. And you know, Rusty, I listened to you the other day when you said something about listening to Ripta's interviews. And because I didn't watch the shit, because I really didn't want to see it, right? Because it just it's like so many people coming out against him. You just don't really want to participate with the shit. And because you don't know what to fucking believe. Bro, when I listened to that shit, I was like, damn. Yeah, most definitely. They were doing this shit together. That's what I'm saying. When I'm talking about Hozier, you can't fucking tell me he didn't know what was going on. He's trying to get ahead of that shit. They probably didn't have enough to charge him with it. It wasn't that he was a victim. I'm sure that they looked into him too. No, you definitely can't, man. You definitely can't. And that's really what I was getting at when I first started streaming that is that kid's head, he thinks it's all him. And not saying that he wasn't a majority of it, but your team is fucking important. And when you start disassembling your team and tearing everything down like that, I mean, how far do you expect to fucking go? You can definitely tell that B-Loots ain't there. That shit they put out with that wings and shit, that shit looked demonic as fuck, man. That's not the same person that we all started following years back. Or if it is the same person, he hit it very, very fucking well. Well, that's what's up, Emu. Yeah, Jim, but see, to even say that, a lot of these people will fucking try to like come at you crazy and talk shit to you, and it's like, bitch, shut the fuck up. It's people like that that's enabled him to get as bad as it is. What's up, Ford? I hope you're doing all right, man. I hope everything's going well with you. Been praying for you, bro. No, definitely not the same. And either he's had a good costume on this whole time, or something's really going on with him. What's up, Allison? And and here's another thing too, right? Like all these people that act like they give a fuck, they don't give a fuck. All they give a fuck about is getting views on YouTube, man, and trying to get a little bit of extra bill money. When you try to hold somebody else's head under the water to try to get further, it doesn't work very good. The shit don't last real long. Well, I will say this, he earned it. Yeah, oh, most definitely, Rusty. Most definitely. You just hate to see somebody go from the top of the mountain to the bottom so fucking fast. And what's strange is he doesn't even realize what he looks like. Because you go look on there right now, there's some weird ass shit on there. And he's like trying to use a picture to fucking represent him talking, And really, the dude in the picture looks like he wasn't even ready for it. He looks like he just kind of looked up and they fucking, it's like, what the fuck? Most definitely. Most definitely. Yeah, you don't do the shit for free. And, I seen a little video where this mother was talking about she bought tickets to go to that fucking Rock the South concert, spent $2,000 for her kid's 16th birthday. And that was the whole reason why the little girl wanted to go, is because Ryan was her favorite artist. And he fucking canceled over a picture. And you could see how that had pissed you off. And she's like, we're just blue collar people. We really couldn't afford it. But we did it because it was her 16th birthday and she was crushed. Shit like that pisses people off, And I get that you have to take care of yourself first mentally. But that wasn't a mental thing. That was him throwing a fucking fit. Or was it that he couldn't get his fucking medicine that he needed to go to keep from being dope sick? Is that what it was? Because that's what it looks like. What's up, Captain America? Good to see you. Rusty, are you free or are you busy? You not feel like bullshitting or no? $300 a ticket. Yeah, she said that they lived like 7 hours away. They had booked rooms and all that shit. Which you never know. People dramatize shit and add shit on, but still I fucking could kind of understand it, You go and spend that kind of money, not free. you spend that kind of fucking money to surprise your kid, you know, and then it doesn't happen. I mean, I'd be pissed off too, you know. What's up, Slayback? Hell, I didn't even look and see if anybody else was live before I went live. Jay Prez, what's up? I heard you getting a fucking tongue lashing today. What the fuck did you do to that crazy motherfucker to make him cry? Weirdo. Yeah, no, definitely a lot of money, man. But when you put yourself first all the time, and when you sell yourself to the public, I hate to say it, if you make a commitment, you fucking stick to it. It was one fucking show. That's all it was. Yeah, no, and it did look a little weird too, you know. Looking back on it, for sure. Yeah, word is your worth. Man's only as good as his word, for sure. And we all get shit happens and all, but to come out and start crying about a fucking picture and you cancel, I was just a little much. Like, what? Just like now, he keeps fucking repeating millions of dollars. It was 300,000. I mean, it's on the paper you fucking wrote. When you start telling little lies like that, man, people just get to where they don't believe you. And it's one thing to make a mistake and misspeak, but to purposely try to mislead people, like I say, if you try to manipulate me in any kind of way, shape, or form, it's a fucking rap. I don't play that shit. Especially when you do it on purpose. Accidentally, lie, that's one thing. But just straight up making up fucking stories, come on, man. Everybody ain't stupid. Yeah, most definitely. What's up? What's up, Osmond? He's looking for a fucking out, man. And he doesn't realize every time he sticks that fucking shovel in the dirt, he's just digging a bigger hole. And it's gotten to where, like, damn, bro, you're 30 years old. You're not talking to a bunch of fucking kids. A majority of these people are older, bro, that wanted to see you succeed in life. They've been through some shit. And when you start fucking telling lies and shit, it's like, bro, come on, man. We might have been born at night, but I promise you it wasn't fucking last night for sure. Say they slid across the hood of mama's car to get away, did they, country rap? That was a weird thing right there in itself, man. When I heard that, and trust me, when I say, when that got released about her, that's what started all that shit from Paintsville. I promise you. What a fucking weirdo, man. That dude really is a fucking weirdo. How do you let somebody go from enemy number one to your best fucking buddy? What's up, Wise Coat? What's happening, brother? Ain't that the truth, Info Warriors? And look, there's fucking morons over there in Trey's comments trying to give him shit, you know? And it's like, bro, the man ain't fucking said nothing really. He's letting him say it himself. You think, Jay Prowse? You think? You know that motherfucker was dropped on his head as a child. In reality, he's playing by himself. That's the problem. Nope, not at all. Not at all. And that's what's sad too. And then, but now he's allowed to lie to everybody and try to fucking mislead people. But if anybody's like, "Hey, hold the fuck up," all of a sudden you're the bad guy. You can't help people that don't want to help themselves, man. You can't put that on them. You country rap, you absolutely cannot put that on them. And I've seen a lot of people do that. He's in charge. He's not going to let nobody help him. He's too smart for that. He feels like he is. The first step, we all know it, man. The first step, you have to admit that you got a fucking problem. Yeah, and not only does he flip out on them, but he tries to fucking publicly executes them. That's why I almost don't feel bad for him. I do feel bad for him, but almost don't though, because he's done it to how many people? How many people has he fucked up in their career? And he thinks that shit's okay. You don't fucking come in between a man and his money, no matter if it's a man or a woman. You just don't do that shit. First step is admitting you are the problem. Wise code? No, nothing. That's the thing. Can't none of us help that motherfucker. And besides, you're a fucking hitman, ain't you? Making up shit about fucking Rip and being in the bushes with Adam. I mean, come on, man. Get the fuck out of here. I thought it was Jelly Roll was trying to kill you. Yeah, no shit, Ready Randy. Because there's a lot, man. There's a lot of kids that he has let down. Oh, that's not the same wise code. My bad. Thank you for straightening me out, Allison. They definitely live in a fucking fantasy. I mean, when you're a black man and you think it's okay to salute Hitler and you have black children and you don't see a problem with that, I still thought you was the same wise code though. For some reason I did, bro. I don't know why. Yeah, and when it's over, you scramble to try to do anything to fucking hold on. And what's up, Sky? And I promise you, it's over. Everybody sees it. Anybody that's got fucking any kind of intelligence knows what's going on. I hate that autocorrect shit, especially like if you're doing something and you just type real quick, you look back, Sky, and it says something totally different. You're like, oh, these motherfuckers think I'm a fucking moron for sure. Oh, man. Rusty, I was listening to your little video about the fucking tent boy a while ago. Boy, that motherfucker thinks he knows you, don't he, man? Box wine and belly. That motherfucker ever seen you in person? That motherfucker shit his fucking pants. Yeah. I feel sad for the motherfuckers that got that shit tattooed on them. Got to walk around with that shit on them for the rest of their life. Oh, just the same shit, man. You're fucking sitting in the bushes with an AK-47. You and the baby over there. The baby's got the fucking walkie-talkie lining you up for the shot. You got Red Bull. I do too. Why you bullshit? cover up. Yeah, bro. And I don't know. It's just fucking weird to watch. It's sad though too, man, because like I looked up to that kid, man. I was like, fuck yeah, he's doing something. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, Slayback. That motherfucker would shit his goddamn pants. Justin, he needs to. Bro, supposedly they've done fucking took him down there a few times. Every time he gets on here and starts talking that crazy shit, all I can think to myself is, damn boy, your mama's coming through on you right now. And your mama's side of the family is showing through. Yeah, but you can't just sit back and be silent, man. Because that's how he's gotten as bad as he has, Jen. I didn't understand that at first. He wasn't late for work any this week. I know that's right, Nickelback. I know that's right. That motherfucker ain't going to work. If he spent half as much, she's definitely fucked him up. She has definitely meddled in his shit and fucked him up. Well, Allison, all you can try to do is remember the good times. I wasn't trying to talk shit about you. I really feel sorry for the people that got that shit. Most definitely. Okay, good deal. Yeah, because I ain't trying to be, I don't try to be nasty really to nobody. Well, fuck, Sky, you smart then, shit. You going to prison too, man. Tax fraud on all them fucking Upchurch memorabilia you sold illegally for 10 years too, by the way. For 10 fucking years without no permission. What it is, he's regretting and seeing where he's lost a lot of money and he's taking it out on everybody. You know what's sad is I see Ryan eventually, if he doesn't turn this shit around, being in a one fucking little bedroom, one bath place with no yard, remembering the good old days. Me too, Bulldog. Me too. Me too. Hey, did any of y'all hear the new fucking Shaka Hustle Man B Millie fucking diss? I know he did. I know he did too, Sky, and I have to keep reminding myself he did it to a lot of other people just because he could. And that's fucked up. That is fucked up. Allison, it's too late. And why would he, Sky? That's fucking crazy. I'm sorry, sweetheart. You seem like a very, like, energetic, good person, you know? Who ain't he talk bad about? Rusty. That's how he's gotten away with this shit for so long. You know, 9 times 19, I commented on somebody's shit this morning. They were talking about they hadn't talked to their brother in years and they were the last ones left shit. Never mind. But anyways, yeah. If you got a chance to repair shit with your family, do it. He's too big headed, Allison. He's too large and in charge, too full of himself. That's what happens when people are not humble. Let me see if I can fucking find the Shaka Hustle Man disc. I think y'all get a kick out of it. It was funny as fuck. Might take me a second, but we'll find it. It was funny to me anyway. Especially if you know like the fucking backstory. Damn, it ain't there. Let me go to my history. Let's scroll through this shit. Oh, I found it. Y'all fixing to laugh your ass off, especially being y'all know the backstory. And I present to you country rap in one video.
Shit. We're pushing 50. Come on, bro.
Gary, what the fuck up?
It's time to tell the truth. Come on, man. Alright.
Millie trying to start a podcast with a minor. You got charged kidnapping your sister, they had to find pushing 50 and your mama on the crib that you living in. If it's a problem, pull up, you know the crib I'm in. How the fuck you still around your kids? Shit should be illegal. You get no more views while I barely see. I think JC Fresh kinda fruity, so y'all feelings equal. The gay life of Millie turned into a sequel. 9 minutes down the road, still ain't pulled up. Only reason you survived in prison cause you gave that butt up. You said I don't own a gun, but you can't even own one. Trying to say your phone got hacked, you might as well just fess up. Your whole career got flushed down the toilet. I'm finna call JC Fresh mom cause he get exploited. You still running from them cops, better get it sorted.
One screenshot, now your ass reported.
Whole time you in your crib making dick appointments. Looking up the guys screaming why, cause you not a woman. I heard you mad at Axel cause this girl making more money than you ever will trying to be a woman.
Shit.
I wish this little bitch would shut the fuck up. Yeah, check this out.
Mess up.
I swear to God, if you don't shut the fuck up, I'ma let the whole internet know what the fuck is up. You got back on meth, then you turned gay and shit, then you started messing little kids. I don't play that shit. I see you on the podcast with that little kid. Then you trying to threaten me, you a little bitch. When Cedar popped out on your ass, I stood up for your kids. Only thing that you was worried about was sending nude pics. Pussy, probably whooped my ass back then, but now you strung out of that dope and who's the real man? I'll beat your ass and then I'll put you in a dress again. When you working, you be getting laughed at by the Mexicans. Heard your mom picked you up at the gas station. You was in your underwear walking on the road again. Hey, that's a real story, you can look it up. And he done did that shit again cause he got strung out on that dope again. I had respect for you one time, but you's a con. Found out who the real you was, now the respect's gone. Spooky's half your age, so I done fuck you on his head. Put my child in your mouth, that's some shit you should've never said. If I see you, I'm finna leave you leaking red. You've been on the run for like a year now, on the internet running your big fucking mouth. How the fuck is this still? How the fuck is this pussy still out? How the fuck I make an album and have to take it down? How the fuck 1,000 nude pics still getting passed around? How come nobody told me and I didn't hear a fucking sound? What's it gonna take before an old sick dog gets put down? When I dug that hole for
It
you,
does,
you always
Rusty, that's
tried to
why.
put you in the fucking ground. At one point in time, the shit we did together made me proud. Couldn't hear the truth because the success we seeked was too loud. I stood with my bro while they laughed in the crowd. So tough, pressing up on teenagers. Dress up like a bitch when you're half tweaked vape. Made that album in my house where I coach you to speak flavor. Then realize you a con not even a week later. Real convict, no, you stupid and you crash out. I wish I would've never seen the pictures with your ass out. Heard you suck a dick, probably flew some cash out or some glass out. Either way, got dick out in your mouth. I stood with you in the courtroom, now they's regretting it. They would've locked you up, they known you was a predator. You would act all tough around me, but in reality, you feminine. You told me what I wanted just so you could reap the benefit. Now the fingers pointed at me and everybody's laughing. Shocker's best friend, chasing dreams on the drag streets. You a hoe ass, lost weight so fast off that dope I've been now, I could whip your whole ass. You done fell off and I done glowed up. Didn't realize you were throwing vibes off when you showed up. Fuck that, I'm tired of getting fucked over by motherfuckers trying to take advantage of me. Fuck that, fuck B Millie. Fuck anybody that wants to ride with B Millie. Y'all don't know the half of it. Fuck this bitch. Leave Spooky alone.
Say he sounds heartbroken, don't he? But that's about like the whole fucking country rap genre right now. It wraps it all up in one. They're all a bunch of fucking goddamn weirdos, man. Oh, shit. I laughed though when I heard that shit. Motherfuck, man. Yeah, Wise Code, they just got you confused, bro. They ain't trying to, chill. I wouldn't take it personal. There's just another Wise Code. That's my fault. I'm the one that got that shit started. Nobody was trying to get y'all arguing over who's who. That's the last of what we doing. Rusty, they rode around drunk together in the woods. Huh? You know B. Millie couldn't keep his hands off Shocker. Shocker was in love. Alright. It's all good. Y'all chill. It ain't that big of a deal. It's just a screen name. Anyways, back to what we was talking to. But that's the whole genre wrapped up in itself, man. They've been doing Brokeback Mountain. Oh, what you say, J. Prez? They've been personally getting stuck off in the woods. What's up, AD? Yeah, I fucked that up. That was my bad. I apologize. Anyways, back to what we was talking about. What's up, Crystal? I hope you're doing good. And that's it. Like, I don't know, man. That kid needs to get off fucking social media for sure. He doesn't realize that no matter what he says, unless he comes with the fucking proof, nobody ain't listening to that shit. He's trying to use everybody else's words to fucking. He's trying to use everybody's fucking else's words to align with his career and what's going on with it. And it has absolutely nothing to fucking do with it. It does. Sounds just like the whole fucking rap thing. It's all good, sweetheart. It's all good. Like I say, it's just screen names, man. People get arguing and chatting, it kind of fucks me up. You know what I mean? It takes my attention away from what I was talking about. Well, that's my fault, dude. I need to ignore it. But I just hate to see people arguing over shit, especially when it doesn't matter. It's all, you know what I mean? We just all hanging out. But that's how Texas go, though, ain't it, Jen? Sometimes it just fucking goes left, and you don't mean to do it. And that's why I try to watch what I say back and forth, you know. Just one of them things. Say both wise codes are hitman. I mean, how do you fucking think somebody on the internet is a fucking professional hitman? How in the fucking cracked out can you be? You'll never know who a professional hitman is. He's not going to be on fucking YouTube. Yeah, fuck Johnny Gobble for life. Out of everybody, he's fucking, I don't know. I mean, you claim to be the smart motherfucker and you let somebody like that scam you? Yeah, Cold Creek. And that's what it is. It's just an opinion. AD, your gay stepdaddy's waiting on you to be his hitman. All right. I'm not saying I'm Elvis, but have you ever seen me and Elvis in the same room together? No shit, Shotty. No fucking shit, bruh. When he used to say that type of shit, it's fucking crazy, man. And still monetizing it, bro. And still monetizing it. Which, I mean, he's got his right to his opinion too, but what he's doing is totally fucking weird though, man. Very fucking much a weirdo. I mean, to get all fucking fucked up over a goddamn transmission. Well, then again, I guess the motherfucker is a tranny, so you start mispronouncing anything to do with a tranny, that motherfucker get all fucked up behind it. You don't know too many functioning crackheads. Shit, they around, bro. I promise you they around. Most definitely, AD. Most definitely. You know, he's just as guilty of it as any fucking body else, though. It's the weird shit. What's up, Hillbilly? I was thinking about you today, bro. I seen one of your ex-brother-in-law's posts on Facebook. Bro, let me tell you something. I thought I was going to end up going to prison. If he'd, yeah. He's a fucking weirdo. He'd have got his fucking caps peeled back for sure. I didn't know he was fucking freaking out about that shit either. That motherfucking kid wishes he did some shit like that. Oh, yeah, he was on there crying about a Harley Davidson he was paying payments on or something. I don't know. Some weird shit. I'm sure you probably seen it though. Hey, and how weird is it to have a fucking folder with people that doesn't even know you got their fucking information? Your neighbors. I mean, goddamn. This weird fucking security guard, I got his neighbors' fucking phone numbers and all their information. And it's like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? Yeah, a little bit. It's almost like it's out of fucking jealousy, man. Anybody doing any better than him, and it's like, come on, man. Oh shit! Hold on, slow back. I try, bro. you will get a bunch of dudes wearing glitter and short shorts if you're in one of them fairies. Dude, I never fucking. Then again, Aunt wears glasses anyway most of the time. Supposed to, anyhow. I never caught on to the motherfucker was wearing all that makeup until you said that shit. And then I actually put it on the big screen and I was like, holy fuck. It's all the way up in the motherfucker's fucking hairline. What's up, bro?
Yo, no, that whole when Ryan was freaking out about the Street Soldiers Entertainment symbol that Farrell had and was calling Wisco a fucking hitman and shit. My thought behind that is I went back and was looking at old videos where people have tagged your old channel in it,
Mm-hmm.
and it's switched it throughout everybody on YouTube. It switched it to Dozer Street Soldiers Entertainment. His name now. So like Chevy Shaker, like all of his old videos to you are all now addressed to Street Soldiers Entertainment. So,
Oh shit! You think that's what he was getting at?
I think he was freaked out because he either had old videos that tagged you or he's seen videos with that being tagged in it and didn't know where it came from. And then when he popped up in fucking Hickorbilly's live and seen that name, he's all tweaked out anyways and fucking was like starting to, do his conspiracy shit on this fucking name.
Oh shit! You thinking that he thinks I had Hitman out to get him?
No, just that he didn't know where that name came from, and he'd seen it being tagged in his algorithm or whatever, or old videos, because I seen it being tagged, and I was like, "What the fuck is Chevy Shaker talking about?"
Dude, I like
entertainment.
I like that motherfucker, man.
Oh, I know, that's why I was watching his videos and shit, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And I thought, "Oh yeah, Uncle Will gave that channel away," and I was like, "Damn, it changed." Everybody that ever tagged your channel is now tagged Street Soldier Entertainment.
Hey, yeah, I know PBR, all of them. Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah. So either he was doing some digging one day and came across it, or it was just a coincidence and he was just tweaking out anyways. But
you ain't gonna fucking. Average person does not have the fucking tools to find out anything on fucking this internet, dude. It takes some serious sleuths that have some kind of investigating skills. The average person is not going to find nothing. You know what I'm saying? Just chill the fuck out, dude. You're looking, even if he's not all fucked up, he's coming across like he is because nobody understands what the fuck he's talking about but him. And he goes on and on and on about the shit.
And at first I thought it was just him trying to, do this whole entertainment thing. Yeah, no, well, make up shit for a story that he's been telling everybody about this person and that person and whatnot. But now it's became like Carl. It's became like manic fucking, ramblings that no one has any clue what he's talking about. And I don't think he does either.
Yeah. Well, he may know what he's talking about, but nobody else does. So everybody's lost. They're like, dude, this fucking kid's just rambling on and on and on.
No, Hickorbilly was going back through when he was on panel and shit. And at one point, he's like, and he said a bunch of shit, and Ryan said a bunch of shit like that didn't make any fucking sense. And then he's like, what does that even mean? Like to himself. Nobody called it at the time, but he was confused himself what he was fucking talking about.
Yeah,
it's been fucking weird, dude. A lot of shit that Hicks went over, like going back and watching it, you're like, what the fuck? Why?
What? In his defense, though, them shrooms do that shit to you because it opened. I don't know if any of y'all's ever tripped on acid or anything like that. They're not meant to do every fucking day to start with.
Yeah, but that's not what's going on with him. It's his condition that he has that's genetic, which is probably schizophrenia, paranoia, something. And anytime you mix that with speed, whether it be crack, coke, meth, synthetic, whatever, it speeds up the process of that symptom inside of you, and you become manic, and like you believe things are going on. That, like I said, I had it. My neighbor, he was like one good friend of mine, and he started doing that shit, and he had history of being schizophrenia, split personality shit in his family, and it blew it out of him, and he was like, people were rolling marbles in his ceiling. He had fucking like he would put holes in the wall to look out of his house and shit, and I'm like, dude, like you're going crazy. Like I'll sit here and go on this ride, but at the end of it, if I don't hear nothing, I'm gonna smack you in the fucking head and get you some help.
So
And
hold
that's what we
on.
ended up doing.
Hey, hold on now. Are you shitting me, Rusty? He dug up, ripped a zombie cat, and tearing out the shower because Deerdorf installed it.
Well, that kind of started because of I'll give Jackrabbit the credit, but I said it on Hicks, but it was. Can you imagine the people that buy that house and then start remodeling and tearing, putting new drywall in or tearing up a floor or something and find the shit that he's probably hidden all over that fucking house because he's so fucking crazy right now? Because he said when he moved out of that house, he said he found a gun in the floorboard, which that could have been, bullshit. But he's probably hidden shit all over that fucking house.
Oh yeah. Whoever, they'll be finding shit for years to come.
Yeah, and then he was like, "I'm digging up the front yard, or I'm gonna find out where Ripta hit his dead cat." And I bet you, fucking Deerdorf fucking put something in the fucking bathroom. I'm tearing out the bathroom or whatever. From what I hear, that place is covered in fucking black mold and all kinds of shit. But who knows? I know that once Ripta left and nobody was taking care of the problems, he had to move because the fucking house wasn't in condition to live in. So,
dude, that looked like a fucking nice place.
And you seen what his mama did to the one room. Well, half of the damn ranch was covered in fucking Goodwill fucking trinkets and clothing and fucking all kinds of shit.
Bro, I'm weird about shit like that, kind of, I won't throw nothing away because if I can fix that motherfucker, I'm gonna fix it, right? I mean, that's just the way I am. But
yeah,
as far as buying shit from the Goodwill to take home, and I believe in residual energy and all that shit.
Yeah, but we're talking about you're talking about motors and like boat parts, and I've got a fucking furnace sitting in my garage right now and an air conditioner unit that came out of a house that they rent. And they just threw it out because the gauge coil was bad in the heater. So all the parts and shit are good. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it. Fuck, I had an X-ray machine for a while. Like if it's got good parts in it that can be used, you keep it and you fucking use the parts, or you got a whole new unit sitting here. Pretty much, I've had a hot water tank before that basically just needed the fucking vent cleaned out the bottom of it, and it was brand new.
Yeah, Rusty. See, I quit watching a lot of it, man, because it was depressing. I hated to see him fucking go down that road. You know what I mean? It wasn't entertaining. To me, it's fucking sad, is what it is. Because, like, let's face it, that kid had opportunity to live a life that most of us just would dream about. You know what I'm saying? And he's just fucking balled it up and throwed it in the trash. And it's like, you got to be fucking kidding me, man.
Well, let's think about like all of the toys and shit that have he's had over the years, and like he's used shit like it's a pair of fucking shoes and thrown it out. He used to have boats and jet skis and all kinds of shit that he just thrown away.
Yeah, it's because he didn't appreciate shit. It came too easy, man. And that's something his mama said too. That when the money came, it came fast, and he just was the same asshole, just with more money. But nobody was listening to her back then because of what the fuck she had did.
Well, then if you look at it, Johnny Cashville was the only one that kind of had at the time like any idea about like
what was going
the music industry or whatever. But like his mom doesn't know how to manage herself, let alone manage him and his money. I don't know.
Yes, she knows how to manage it. from one
Yeah.
fucking pocket to the other.
And then B, I don't necessarily think B was a bad dude. Now, did he
Well,
probably take advantage? Did he take advantage of certain situation? Most likely, yeah, because he was unchecked. You know what I mean? But this new guy's a damn fucking bone collector. He's a fucking weirdo.
yeah,
It's like,
collecting human skull. I seen the interview where he had a human skull. I mean, motherfuckers that fuck with that shit they're bad news, dude. I don't give a fuck what you fucking with it for. What makes you want to hold another man's skull in your fucking hand? That's
yeah,
weird,
fucking
man.
weird. Yeah, weird. And then he's bitching about the contract that he said that B-list forged. Well, that was all signed that day when he got his fucking his the person that was his financial fucking manager. Like those are all contracts that he signed. That's his signature.
Yeah, he's just
And
he's trying to make shit stick. He's throwing shit at the wall, hoping something sticks and people buy onto it. But the problem is nobody's buying his shit anymore. Nobody believes him because he's done told so many fucking lies. And
well,
you know what I was thinking too? Slide back, check this out. Let me say this. Well, it's on my mind. I'm wondering now if all these fucking beefs, like with Liquor Thinner Larry and all them, if all that shit wasn't staged.
No, that was just some random fucking bullshit, just like the whole Johnny Gobble thing. Those are just weirdos on the internet. But what the fuck was I going to say? The crazy thing is there are still a lot of people that believe this motherfucker. Like,
well, I
there's
feel sorry for him, and I'm gonna go ahead and break their fucking heart. Santa Claus is not real, and he's not coming to see your motherfucking ass this year.
You're lying. I know Santa Claus is real. But them fuckers over there just doing podcasts, they're spatting the same crazy shit he's spatting because they believe every fucking word of it.
I don't know if it's that they believe it or if they're just praying that he'll shut the fuck up and try to turn it around. But people don't realize it's too late, man. There ain't a prayer.
They believe it. Kansas Rebel Man is the real life Clayton Bigsby.
Dude, Kansas is a whole nother fucking story, man. I ain't gonna talk shit about the kid, but he needs to wake up. There's no fucking way in hell I'd be saluting and worshiping a motherfucker that would put you in the gas chamber just because of the color of your skin. That shit just don't make no sense to me. You're teaching your kid not to be proud of who he is, and they don't think about that shit, you know?
Him saying he hates N-words and Jews and all that other crap. And then you got people getting their channel struck for having Nerf guns on them. How these motherfuckers still got a channel? That's the crazy part.
Let me tell you something. And I don't want nobody, y'all, please do not fucking do this. But that other idiot, how in the fuck does he still have a job doing what he's doing, being on a podcast like that? I don't think I don't think he's
I don't know. I don't care about their jobs or anything like that. It's the fact that all these people have gone and struck all these other channels. And then you got that shit going on. Which I'm not saying anybody should strike the channels, but if YouTube is, doing these fucking strikes and shit on channels, or shutting people down for playing music and shit, and not fucking stopping it and whatever. And I'm telling you, you can count at least 6 or 7, 8, 9 times how many. I mean, N-word with the ER and Jew and hate and I like Hitler and all kinds of shit.
Yeah, but see, that's my point, though, Slayback. When you start doing that shit to people, they'll do it back to you. You know what I mean? And I'm surprised. That dude's got a good fucking job, man.
I don't know. I don't necessarily know that they would be the ones striking channels and shit like that, but they are definitely spreading the fucking lies and the hate towards other people when it comes to rallying people like that Stacy chick, that crazy bitch. She's the one that's been going in everybody else's channels and striking people. And then you got the 4 brothers fuck with her too. So
here's the problem. Here's the problem, right? People like me don't give a fuck because I'm not doing this for monetary gain. But they
Oh, I
are.
know.
They absolutely are. That's why they do that shit. That's why
They'll
Johnny
tell
used
you.
to do that shit.
They'll tell. Well, the just doing people will tell you they're not doing it for fucking views or money or anything like that. But then turn around and bitch because 12 Point went live the same time they did and was stealing their audience because that people like 12 Point more than they like them. So
That
either you
you know,
don't care about numbers or you do.
let me tell you, that's the only person that I kind of fucking hope that like my opinion doesn't affect how he feels about me or whatever is Mike, because Mike's a good dude and he's just caught in the fucking middle and he's
And
trying to be
and that's how I
a
see Mike. Whatever Mike wants to do, that he's a growing man, and nobody can change his opinion except for himself. And
mm,
as long as Mike doesn't do something to me or one of the people that I like
he
on
never
here, I don't have a
will.
problem with Mike. Mike's a good dude.
Yeah, he never
I
will,
don't
man.
I don't have a problem with people unless they have a problem with me or fucking with, I'll say it, you, Rusty, Powder Stroke, and now Hick, because Hick's been a good dude to me now too. And
Yeah.
Jackrabbit, Hillbilly, these are all my people. But I don't. I mean,
What's up, Tex?
just because I don't like this motherfucker now doesn't mean that you should have a problem with me. I ain't never done nothing to you.
Mm. What's up, Tex? Yo, fuck. I hope your nuts are staying warm, motherfucker. It's cold, man.
All right, I gotta hop off here and get ready for work. But
All right, I appreciate you, bro.
that was my thought about that whole fucking thing, is because I thought it was funny that Chevy Shaker was now
Yeah,
it looks
that
like
would
he's been
make
tagged.
that would make sense. That would make sense. And Chevy Shaker, crazy motherfucker, man. I watch his shit just laugh because that dude is like carefree, don't give a fuck. He just funny, man.
Yep. All right. See you, chat.
A lot of people won't get Chevy Shaker, but I will. I was raised around people like that, man. Yeah, he is a great guy. He is a great guy. Yeah, Deb, I don't know what happened to her. I talked to her for a little while. She seen all this coming. I promise you she did. She told me that on the phone. And see, she's a real religious lady. And at the time, you just kind of let it go in one ear and out the other. But some of the conversations me and her had, I see it. I definitely fucking see it. It's like the devil has got on him, man. In the 80s, it got pretty warm today, but I'm gonna tell you right now, it's been cold at night. I don't even know if her channel's still around there, to be honest with you. And I think, like I say, a lot of these people I watch them are older. You can't just sit there and fucking lie to them, you know. And I think it would shock a lot of people to realize just how old some of these people are. And I think that they seen something in their youth or whatever that kind of attracted them to him, and he let them all the fuck down. Most definitely, Jim. Most definitely. And I hate it, you know. And when you say shit like that, people look at you crazy, but that is the truth. I mean, look at all of us. All of us old enough to be that boy's fucking dad. Oh, you 50 fucking years old. You ain't got no business. Yeah, motherfucker. That's the problem. You fucking youngins don't listen to people that's already had life experiences. You think you know it all. Yeah, dude, I'm telling you right now, I had that same fucking thought, Tattoo. I had that same fucking thought. I was like, yeah, them two sure fucking, woo. That's up. Church is still number one. All these dudes talking about him 7 days a week prove it at that point. Do you think that it might be because we see him fucking squandering an opportunity that he'll never get again? And we're like, why, dude? Why? Could you ever think of that? If you believe half the shit that comes out of his mouth, man, I feel sorry for you. Well, you do you, partner. They've had wild combos and be vibing like a mofo, be the only two. No, right? No shit, man. I need to fucking quit fucking with Carl so much. I don't know why I do. I think it's because he attacks everybody, and then when somebody says something to him, he fucking cries victim, and it's like, yeah, see how it feels? Leave people the fuck alone. But you can't get it, you know. Him and Carl are about on the same fucking level anymore, it seems like. Yeah, Tattoo. No fucking shit, man. No shit. Did y'all see him crying today? Jay Prez hurt his fucking feelings today. Shame on you, fucking Jay Prez. Jen, I quit listening to the shit, to be honest with you, just because he doesn't have no fucking respect for nobody, man. Yes, actually, Slayback. Yes, today. I said, you need to go get with Searching Truth. He said, God didn't tell me to do that. Oh, that would be fucking rip, man. It'd be rip. Oh, Carl gonna be fucked up here, though. Canada's in financial trouble. It's awful funny. He don't say nothing about that shit, does he? Let me see. We'll see him cry. I'm gonna turn you into the bad guy, Jay Prez. You fixing to be the bad guy, making fucking Riri cry, man. Which I ain't gonna play him long, because I don't know, something about listening to him for too long. Because the shit he says don't make no fucking sense anyway.
Fucking no trespass, pretty much.
Nah, they wouldn't do you that way, would they?
Have a look. Well, knowing that they're like you, I'm not Matt Walsh. I do not hate. What world do you think I'm out here chasing? And I was appalled and figure out, go through the 10 Commandments. Is to try and make me think that there's something wrong with me.
Nah, nobody would do that,
It's
man.
like trying to convince me that I've been violent or suicidal and I needed 5 trips to a fucking mental hospital.
Hey, and just to fucking touch on this right here, this stupid motherfucker forgets he tells everybody that he went and checked himself into the mental hospital the first time. And we're not going to be on him long, but
for something that never happened. Because like these fucking retreads say, there's evidence of everything. There's reports and everything. So I'd love to see one incident. That would be pretty hard pressed to fucking tell the world that there's not an incident of violence and suicide, and yet you hospitalize somebody 5 times for that. So basically, I got a super duper mystic fucking journey through mental fucking hell. And I was struggling. And at a time I thought everybody was satanic. And it was one big sex cult. And I had my reasons. There was shit going on that I was hearing and stuff.
Hey, when I heard this today, Tattoo, I said, oh my fucking God.
Like that is real. But I was taking it to the fullest. And at that time, people weren't supposed to be around me. And people were coming into my bedroom when I was sleeping and taking my stuff. It's a long story, but anyways.
Hold on, here comes the crash out.
So mental in the head that I thought people were violating me in my sleep. And I went and asked my son if they were violating me because I was going out of my head, and somehow that makes me a pervert for asking a fucking question because I had no one to talk to. I was mentally struggling. I don't know if you know this or not, Sherry. Psychiatrists don't talk to you these days. No, they're pill distributors. You know what I mean? They hear your story and they decide what fucking pill to give you, and then they don't talk to you anymore. You know what I mean? At least that's my fucking. I can prove that. And if you don't take their shit, that's when you're in big trouble.
Here it comes. Here it comes.
No reaction, searching truth, and you hold no one. No, that's the thing, though. My main account blocked. I don't have a problem telling my experience and what I was going through. That's how I can relate to other people who are mentally struggling, and they know they have a fucking chance if they don't give up. Because every motherfucker will come after you. These motherfuckers have tried to take my fucking brain from me all the fucking time. And I have more faith in God, and I will take the whole fucking world on. I don't fucking care. I will never stand for fucking pedophiles, and I will never stand for fucking Satan, and I will never not ask questions. I will never not be ignorant and think that I have the truth. Fuck you, Jay Press. Fuck you, Jay Press. You're all hearing yourself, pumpkin. You're going to find out God's real. And you're going to find out, and it's going to hit you hard, honey. And you're going to find out that you're making out here suffer. People like you turds fucking make people suffer out of your own fucking just get out of her, eh? What do you get out of her, Jay Press? You like seeing me cry like a bitch? I don't care. I cry way worse than this in front of God, bud. I got nothing to hide. I'm not ashamed of who I am or anything I fucking do. Because everything I do is for you, motherfucker, and your fucking kids.
Yeah.
So if you want to fucking be with God, you might want to find out.
Yeah, Jay Prez, everything he does is for you. Can you get this motherfucker to cut them creepy ass fucking fingernails? Men should not have 3-inch fucking let me scratch your back, honey, fucking fingernails. I'm sorry.
What the truth is, bitch. But anyways, I've given you guys enough. Clip it up, show it all around. Look at Carl the bitch. I don't care, Will. I'm a coward, eh? I want you to eat that, Will. I want you to know you called me a coward.
Yeah, I know I called you a coward. I fucking typed it in the chat, you stupid fuck. I don't have to for you to want me to know. Man, you ain't fucking shitting, man. What's up, homie? Alcohol syndrome. Bro, if y'all think that shit's weird, you ought to see his fucking TikToks. He posts comments of his own and responds to them like he's fucking responding to somebody. It's the weirdest shit that you ever fucking seen. He takes his Instagram comments and does it. It's like, what the fuck? All right, well, I'm going to get off of here. If Hickorbilly's live, we going to holler. We'll see y'all later. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me tonight. Peace, y'all. Stay warm.